Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Doodle Robot and today we're going to look at my February coloring books and supplies haul. So let's get started. I'm going to move some of the clutter out of the way here. I am a mess. I have been a mess for 2 weeks. I have done nothing coloring wise. I've been sick, so such is life, I guess. And it seems like, I haven't done a video in more than 2 weeks because I had some kind of in a line waiting to be posted. So I think the last video I did was like my January haul, which makes this seem really close to my January haul. The January haul was late, and this is early because I don't know. I don't have anything else to do. So we're going to do this. So we'll look at what I bought. I went absolutely stencil crazy. Sorry for the glare there. So I bought a whole bunch of stencils. I had been meaning to buy stencils, I don't know, for like the last 2 years or something. And I've only bought a couple. And so I went berserk, and I should have got out something to put these stencils on. Oh, I have a black book here. That'll probably work. We could probably use this book here. That will show them well. So I went crazy. I had some pages in mind that I wanted to use them for. So we have this, and a lot of these stencils don't actually have names. I got this stencil pack for this one in particular, although these are both really good. I feel I could use those for something. They kind of have that sci-fi look about them. And a lot of these are not labeled, like this is what they came with. So like I said, I'll put the links in the description. I always put the links in the description anyways. And this one came with an O-ring. I usually don't mention it because I don't want people to think I'm trying to sell them something. But they're always there. So this is a pack that has, can you see that okay? I can't see what you can see. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm causing a glare here. This is going to be hard to see. Neither of those stencils are the reason I got this pack. It's got grasses. I got it for kind of the waves and clouds, basically. Here you can kind of see the waves, kind of, sort of, or clouds. I guess they could be either. I do like this O-ring thing. This one's interesting. I don't know what it is. It's interesting, though. This one has small clouds. Well, I don't particularly like this one because I don't like the reverse of the clouds. However, this is great because I have stencil blanks. I can just trace this on there and cut it out, and then I'll have the opposite image of that one. I wanted some small clouds like this. And this one has cute plants and stuff. And I use stencils. I don't use them that often with like either chalk pastel or gel crayon or whatever, although I want to more. Now that I have more variety, I may be able to do that just because I don't have a lot of stencils. But I use them a lot when I'm drawing, and I use them in unexpected ways. Let me get a book and show you here. So, for example, when I was making, it's a little bit colored here, when I was making all of these mandalas that I added to this page, this was the only mandala, I added all of these. I actually take stencils, and like this little piece right here, this little shape, was from a snowflake stencil that I have. It's a little piece of the snowflake. So I kind of think in terms of the shapes I'm getting with my stencils, and I will use them in a lot of drawing applications, not as the actual stencil, but as a little shape in something. I have a very open mind about such things. So I have a lot of tricks that I use. All right, here's another pack. This one doesn't have an O-ring. I think this pack was a lot of just geometric and organic shapes. Maybe just geometric, we'll see. All I see right now are geometric shapes. Hopefully you can see them. Yeah, it looks like you can. Ooh, this is like a Japanese kind of wave ocean pattern, maybe. I have another beehive pattern. that's smaller, so that'll be good. I also look for different sizes of stencils. Some of these are big, some are small. Yeah, it looks like this is mostly geometrics. Oh, you know why I got this one? Because it's very sci-fi and steampunky. I have specific plans for this one on a specific page. Let's see. This one has no name, so I'm imagining it's a variety of things. Oh, I should have taken these apart. I thought they'd be easier to show on the O-rings, but that's not the case. Okay. We can flip through them quicker here. This one looks like it's part animal patterns and part geometrics, if I recall correctly. This stencil is very substantial. It's good. I know why I got this pack. I was specifically looking for this little one here. This one also has some very nice options as well. Let's see what else we have here. All right. I got this 4-pack for one thing. It's this stencil. I wanted something that looked like the Matrix. I have a plan for this stencil and this stencil together in a sci-fi picture. And I was thinking I was going to have to draw all those little Matrix things, but then I found one. So this 4-pack is for this one. And what else came in this 4-pack? Probably the least exciting ones, although I don't know, I was looking at these, I'm like, oh, these seem a lot like underwater plants. I think they have a future for something. All right, and ooh, one of my favorite, this might be my favorite pack, I don't know. This one, well, there's one star stencil, but this one is all about splashes, drips, paint, blood splatter, stuff like that. This one's super cool. Super cool. That might have been what started the whole, either that or the sci-fi stencils, I can't remember. Started the whole stencil search there. And there were a lot of stencils I didn't get. They're in my saved for later. Here's Dexter. We'll call this one Dexter. So yeah, I look forward to using this splashy, splattery coffee cup thing. That one will be super cool. All right. And we have a cloud stencil. I was looking for interesting clouds. I think I'm going to make some of my own cloud stencils. We have a writing stencil and a cell. I think it was called a cell stencil. Like when you do that paint pouring stuff. This one's huge. This is a 12 by 12. I really like this one a lot. I like the size. I like that it has super big ones and super small ones. So I like a variety of size. All right, so that's my huge stencil purchase. All right, try to get that out of the way. And I've seen this now that I've purchased these, and they've been sitting in my house for 2 weeks. And actually, I saw them when they were in my cart. I was waiting to purchase, and I'm like, oh, will this work for what I want it to work for? And I didn't know until this morning if they were going to work for what I want them to work for. So when they were sitting in my cart, I actually saw them on Maya's channel, Colored by Maya, and the advertisement was they're for to use with ink, which I don't have any of those ink pad things. Maybe in the future, but I wanted to use them with my gel crayons, my silky gel crayons, because all I have, I don't like those packs that have like these are like makeup brushes, that have super big things. Like, when am I ever going to use something like that? And I was looking for, I kind of wanted a size that was smaller than this size. And I think we got it. We got 3 that are smaller than that size. So that's awesome for more detail work. And I wasn't sure that these would work with my gel crayons that I have. But just this morning, I saw Sandy at Color Creatively using them with her gel crayons. They were the Faber-Castell ones. Gelatos? Are they called gelatos? That might be it. I don't have those kind, but I'm hoping they'll work with my silkies. And I think they will now that I've seen her using them. So I wasn't sure if I was going to have to test these and send them back, but now it looks like, and it looks like all these people have purchased them at the same time. So I'm super glad I got those. I have more use for my silky gel crayons. All right, let's get to the books. As you've seen already a zillion times, I finally got it. It's finally released in America with the English version here. Tales from City Among the Stars. Also, just this morning, I saw on YouTube that she's got another one coming out. It's Under the Sea or something. I can't remember what it was called, but I'm not waiting like a year and a half for it to come out. I think I'm just going to order that one from Book Depository and get it because I wanted all of mine to be in English, but they take way too long to come here in English. So, yes, we'll love this one. The only one I'm missing of hers is The Witch's Cottage. I actually got this one on the Amazon sale. What else did I get? What were my 4 Amazon ones? So my 4 Amazon sale ones, I was very controlled. It was a buy one, get one 50% off sale. So I got that one, The Floating World, Andrew Vigor. And this is just where they have the famous Japanese piece, and then you can color paint whatever you're going to do, the version of that. I love Asian art. So, looking for, and I like this period in Japanese art. So yeah, the paper's really good. And I can use anything I want because they're single-sided. You're not going to mess anything up. So, Floating World. And I got, I really wanted a mythographic one, The Magical Earth, I think it's called. That one was on the sale. You know, they go on, they go off the sale. You got to catch it just right. I had it in my cart, and before I went to purchase, it was off the sale. So I'm like, I couldn't get that one. But tarot coloring. So I like this one. I like the borders. I like how the borders like overlap and underlap. I like their use of depth and dimension in these. Super cool. Although I gotta say, the one that they sold over in Europe and the UK and all that has a much better cover than this one. I don't know why they have to change the covers for different countries, but it seems like the US always gets the worst cover. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with the publishing companies. So the one I got, well, I don't know which one of these I paid full price and which one were the half-offs. But I also got Secret Worlds by Stephanie Law. Nothing new here. Everybody's seen this one. It's very small and busy stuff on here. I almost was going to send this one back, but I don't know. At the last second, I decided to keep it. I think it'll be okay, though. So super cool. So that was my Amazon sale one. Very controlled for me because I usually hit those pretty hard. One that was not on the Amazon sale, and I couldn't wait for it to be on the Amazon sale. I just had to have this one because this one is so awesome. Is Fanciful Birds by Angela Porter. I have another book that I used to say was my favorite book by her, but this might eclipse it. This book is just too good. Too good. And I'm not like a bird person. Like, I don't seek out bird books or anything. And usually I'm not that fond of kind of realistic birds. I don't mind them abstracted so much. If they're abstracted in a really cool way, that's just a term to me, a way that I like them. But yeah, this is a good book. I couldn't wait for that one. And 2 Amazon book purchases. This one's been out for a long, long time. It's not new. I don't think there's a flip of this one. I just had to blind buy it. These are just damask motifs. Carolyn Lewis. I like my pattern books. I like specific kinds of patterns. I want patterns that take up the whole space. I don't like pattern right in the center. That drives me bonkers. It's not a good use of space. If you're going to do something like that, do it in a square book. I've said that a million times now. Everybody knows that. Lately, I've been on a black and white kick with patterns, so this seemed to like fit nicely into that. I didn't get it for that, but once I got it, I'm like, ooh, that will work super well. And a new book out, new-ish book out. Now it's getting hard because I'm not willing to buy any AI books. So one tip for the AI books, if it is made, say, since October, November of last year, 2022, there's a good shot it's an AI book. And also look at the artist and see how many books they have out, like that, I don't know his name, Grungen Hall or something like that. He's put out like, since October, November of last year, he's put out like 30 books or something. He hasn't drawn that many books in 2 months, 4 months. He hasn't drawn that many books. There's no way. That's an AI sign. I'm wondering, I just saw that some of those books are being pulled, and I don't know why they're being pulled. Is Amazon not willing to sell AI books? I hope they're not. I hope they'll start pulling those things. That's just deplorable. I can't abide that. So I'm going to be buying a lot of books in the future here by artists that either have videos that prove that they did the work themselves, like Carla Magana, we know she does the work herself. Deborah Muller, we know they do the work themselves. They're old, established people, and we know that they're doing their own work. Newbies, you better have a video that shows me how you made that. I better see sketches. Otherwise, I'm not buying it, because I'm not buying AI stuff. That's my little rant of AI. Anyways, this is mandala-esque. Now, on mandala books, you can put them in a mandala maker. But I like this book because I like it. It's not very traditional. And some of these look like they were made out of words. Let's see if we can find a word that we can read. They're just very unusual. Like this looks like some kind of word. Something A-N-K. Looks like it was the start. I also like, what I like about this book is that there's very clear, bold shapes and patterns in the front, and then behind them there's with lesser line work, thinner line work, there's patterns behind it, which you can either get rid of those, or you can color them in colors that are close to each other, make them recede into the background but still see the pattern. That's what kind of appealed to me about this book in many ways. It's just a fresh, unique take on mandalas. You don't see a lot of mandalas that look like this. I see a lot of mandala books. They all look same. So I'm always looking for something that's different. My guess would be it's probably done in a mandala maker, but that's still done by an artist. Slight variation there in difference. So I don't know. You can tell me your opinions in the comments. But yeah, it seems cool. It's called Mandala-esque, and it's by The Wolf and the Butterfly. They have a new YouTube channel out. Just a few videos. And I'm always on the hunt for these art therapy books when they're cheap. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on them. I got this one for $9, including shipping. And it's new. It's not been colored in or anything. It looks like it's been sitting on somebody's shelf. It's not perfect or anything, but there's no colored pages. And yeah, so I think I'm up to 4 of these. I always like these. The paper's good. They have a variety of good things in them. All right, that is my February haul. I thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Live long and prosper. Bye-bye.